So you want to lowball a property? How do you do it successfully? Let's talk about it. All right, so you're a buyer, and I get this all the time, by the way. I have buyers that come through and they're like, I want to steal. I want to lowball every property that I see and hope that something sticks. The problem is most don't actually stick. Most of the time, it's a waste of time to do that. Why? Because the seller might get offers that are higher. Sellers are really digging in their heels in terms of the prices they want because they've locked in low interest rates, have no mortgage. Cost of ownership is so low that they can hold out for their prices. So if you are a buyer that wants a deal or lowball a property, what do? There's a couple things you can do. First and foremost, look at properties that have been sitting on the market. By seeing properties that have been sitting on the market, the world is telling the seller that your chances are you're either overpriced or your agent's doing a horrible job. Either way, you as a buyer can capitalize on that. So that's where you can go in and say, look, you've been on the market for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I'm writing you a low offer. Like, clearly you're not getting your price, otherwise you would have gotten it already. So that's the first thing. The second is actually justify your price. So if you go in and the property's listed for $1 million, you come in at $700,000, say, look, it may come off as lowballing, which you really are, but hey, look, here's some sales in the area that suggest this price. I'm not trying to come off as being a lowball. I'm actually trying to show you you're overpriced. Here's why I'm offering it. And of course, the last thing you can do is maybe create better terms. So for example, you go into a property and say, look, I'm willing to lowball you, but I'm going to take the property as is. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do my inspections. I'm not going to ask for anything because I know I'm getting it at a discount price. We're already factoring in the work that needs to be done, right? So showing a clean offer to where all the seller has to do is think about the price can be more than enough for a seller to be like, fine, just get it off my hands, right? So you're showing them a path to closing. For some sellers, that's really important. You can also look at maybe certain terms. Hey, I'm going to give you a lower price, but we'll do a rent back for 1, 2, 3, 6 months, whatever the course may be. And so you just say, hey, look, instead of rent, I want a discount on the price. And if, let's say you're a builder, developer, that actually can work in your favor because it may take you 6 months to draw up plans, get it to the city, get it permitted and approved before you can even start anything. So oftentimes homes sit before you even do anything. So you might as well give the advantage to the seller and say, look, you pay your own utilities, you can take care of maintenance, but you get to live there for free because why not? But in exchange, I want a lower price. So these are all different ways you can effectively lowball a seller. Now, is it going to work every time? Absolutely not. Is it worth doing? Sometimes. I mean, have your realtor really look at the comps, and if they say, look, the house is listed for $1 million, you want to offer $500,000, why are we wasting everyone's time? Because one of the things you don't realize as an investor is you start developing a reputation. And if you develop a reputation of lowballing, strong arming, you won't get offers accepted. They say statistically, 90% of the business done out there is done by 10% of the agents, which means word travels fast. I remember seeing properties where the same buyer would come through each and every time. And I'm like, there's a reason why you're not getting your offers accepted. And chances are it's because they're known to lowball and word spreads. So you have to keep that in mind. Your reputation as a buyer is just as important. And for those agents watching, the reputation for you also matters. To try to come in every single time and strong arm a seller, it's not a great presentation, especially if you have 2 offers that are the same. If I'm a listing agent and I have 2 offers that are identical, I'm telling the agent, my sellers, hey, look, this agent, he's a dick and he's difficult to work with. We're going to go with the other one. Love to get your thoughts. How are you getting offers accepted at lower prices? Comment below. Don't forget to share this with all your friends, and you have a great rest of your day.